Good morning. So welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. Today is day 22 of breath. It's Saturday morning here in this reality. So we're going to do some standing flow and some balancing. I think balancing happens because we do things rather than, I'm not sure balancing all by itself. I think it's really important to have a gesture behind it. So we're going to reach for things, and as a result, we're going to balance. So come stand on your mat. Come. And just begin to roll into your hips. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So you're standing in the middle of your mat and imagine that there's a clock around you. So reach with your right hand, keeping both feet glued to the floor. Reach with your right hand as far forward, so to 12 as you can. And feel the moment where you want to reach further, but you can't go any further. Okay, so just feel that my bum is sticking out, my toes are gripping the floor. And I'm like, oh, I just need to go a little bit further. So that little bit further happens because we're going to lift our foot. So as you reach forward, bring all your weight into your right foot and now lengthen your left leg a little bit behind you. And you're going to reach like you're trying to grab something. So the foot behind you isn't important. It's the trying to touch something in front of you that's really important. And then come back. And whatever version of that you just did is amazing. So that could be where your foot's on the floor. That could be where you're floating a little bit up. So just do it again. Right hand goes forward. Reaching is the important bit, and then come back and just do that. Like just go reach. Maybe your toes on the floor. You're just finding your way. How would you go a little bit beyond your center of gravity? Reach towards the right with your right hand. Keep both feet on the floor. Like how far can you go? If you bend your knees, how far do you go? Left leg reaches up or lengthens off the floor as you try and reach towards the right with your right hand. And then down. Nice. Right hand behind you. Couldn't work this one out at all. I was like, what would I do? So I don't know. Just reach your right hand behind you because we're doing a clock. And then reach your right hand towards the left. And as you reach towards the left with your right hand, feel what would you do? So for me, I lift my right foot up as I reach towards the left. And then come back. Nice, other side. So reach your left hand forward, as far forward as you can. Feet are glued to the floor. And then come back. And again, feet really strong on the floor. And then let your left foot rise and reach. No, actually, we do the other one. Right foot, rise and reach. It's the opposite foot. So it doesn't really matter with this one here, straightforward. It's either foot can kind of work. So reach and then come back. And then do that a few times. Reaching your left hand forward, right foot back. Like, how do you balance? Like, feel in your body. Feel the dynamic of what's happening. Whatever way you do it, reach your left hand forward and balance a bit. Nice. So left hand towards the left, both feet on the floor. How far do you go? And then let your right foot lift. Keep the reaching as the most important bit. Reach. Reach. Left hand behind you. I haven't worked that one out. I have no idea. I'm not sure. We'll work that one out as we go. Left hand over towards the right. Keep both feet on the floor. What do you do to try and reach over there? And then lift your left foot up. Go a bit further. Come back. And one more time. Reach. And coming back. Nice. So come stand at the front of your mat. And just pause. Find your breath. Feel down into your belly. Nice. And then reach your arms wide. As you rise, perhaps you inhale. And then bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest, look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back, pause. Step your left foot back, pause. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, squeeze through your bum, lift your toes, rise. You just feel the lengthening of the front of your body as you really try and look way, way down in front of you. Cool. Drop your chest down and bring both hands so they stand on the floor. I'm going to do this one. So stretch your right arm long, bend both knees, and then drop both feet over towards the right. Be careful of your right shoulder. Come back to center. Stretch your left arm long, and then drop both feet over towards the left. And come back. And then just begin to rock from one side. The side your feet are moving towards, that arm is straight. And the other side. My hand in front of me is bent, and I'm using that to push me gently into the pose. Maybe we go a bit deeper. So right arm is long, drop both feet over towards the right. And now imagine your left foot's going to travel a little bit up towards your right hand. And come back. Left arm long. Right foot travels a little bit up towards your left hand. Do that one more time each side. A little bit deeper. And a little bit deeper. Nice. Cool. Super, super duper. Both elbows to the floor. Push back into a cat. And then just round your back. And arch your back. Just notice your breath. Where are you as you breathe? How does the inside, the breath of you, meet the outside, the whole of the movement of you? Nice. Sit your bum back into a child's pose. Arms are long in front of you if that feels comfortable, or bend your elbows so your knees so your head is resting on your hands, or your arms are long beside you. And just pause. Breath is in your belly. Feel it through the back of the body, the back of the rib cage. Nice. Hands come forward. Push back into your downward dog. Lengthen back. Find the little stretch of your heels back towards the floor. Nice. Knees to the floor. Lean over towards the left. Lift your right knee up. And then step your right foot forward. Lengthen your back leg. Step forward. Hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Pause. Step your right foot back. Pause. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Same movement again. Bring your hands so they're on the floor with your elbows bent. Stretch your right arm long. Bend both knees. And then rock both knees over towards the right. Right arm is long, feet are over towards the right. And then center. Straighten the left arm, drop your feet over towards the left. Just travel again. And then maybe begin to extend the leg a little bit higher towards your hand. Listening to your shoulders, listening to your hips, listening to your chest. Nice. Both elbows to the floor. Push back. Rounding your back. Arching your back. Rounding your back. Arching. Push back into your downward dog. Lengthen back. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Lean over towards the right and step the left foot forward. Yeah. Lengthen your back leg. Step forward. Hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. So take this moment to fix your trousers. And then step with your left foot straight back behind yourself. And so yesterday we did triangle, now we're doing a lunge. So it's quite a step back, okay? And then bend your right knee. My hips are facing more towards the left than forward. So my back hip is straight back from my right hip. Bring your right hand to the front of the inside of your right knee and bend your front knee loads. And then draw your knee so that it's in line with your foot, or the other way of saying that is move it a little bit more towards the right. So don't let it collapse towards the left. Let it open and lengthen your inner thigh towards the right. Bend your front knee more. And then reach your left arm long behind you and feel like you're going to reach for something with the left hand. So everything begins to move towards the left. Bend your front knee more. So your front knee and your left hand are moving away from each other. Look towards your right shoulder. Reach your right arm up and forward. So the right arm is like cosmetic. It doesn't do much. It's the left arm that has all the energy and your right knee bending. Straighten deeply into the back leg. Lengthen through your spine. Tuck your tailbone a little bit. Find the strength of your body. Nice. Bend your right forearm. Bring your elbow down to your thigh, or your forearm down to your thigh. Reach your left arm over your ear and get super long through the whole left side of your body. So my neck is in line with my spine and my left hand is reaching out of my hip and my leg is reaching out of my hip. So I have this sense of like super connected through the side of my body. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Nice. Bend your left elbow. Straighten through both legs. Cool. Hop slowly forward. Hop, 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 hop. Forward. Pause. Other side. Step your right foot back. Way back. Whoop. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Front foot is pointing directly forward. Bring your left hand to the inner thigh of your left knee. And bend your knee more. And bring your knee towards the left. Straighten into the back leg. Reach your right arm behind you or over your right foot. And then begin to move towards the right with your hand, with your whole torso. And then create length from your left knee into your fingers on the right. So they're like stretching you apart, okay? And then reach your left hand forward. Look towards your left hand. The left hand really isn't doing much, it's just there. It's all the energy is back into the right hand and forward into the left knee. Straighten your back leg a little bit more. Feel the baby toe side of your foot connecting. Nice. Bend your left elbow. Bring your forearm down to your thigh. Reach your right arm long over your ear. And as you connect, bend your front knee more and feel like there's length and grace and connection down through the whole right side of your body. Deepen into the front knee and stretch and lengthen through the right side. Nice. Lengthen both legs. Hop slowly forward. Hop, 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 hop. Slowly forward. Pause. Nice. Come lie on the floor, all the way down. Landing down, interlock your fingers and lift both arms up towards the ceiling. And draw your shoulders forward and then pull your shoulders backwards. Keeping your arms straight. Shoulders move forwards. Shoulders move backwards, forwards, backwards. So keep your shoulders in a neutral place. They're not forward, they're not backwards. They're kind of just floating slightly off the floor, but you have a sense of your shoulder blades. So scratch your back on the floor a little bit. Shoulder blades. And connect your shoulder blades into the floor. And then draw your lower back into the floor and then lift both feet off the floor. Nice. So your knees are over your hips and you're drawing your lower back into the floor. The closer your legs are towards you, the less abdominal muscles you're using. The more your knees are over your hips, the stronger this movement is. So decide whether you make it a little bit easier by drawing your knees towards you or a little bit harder when your knees are directly over your hips. Slowly lower your right foot down, let it touch, and come back up to center. Left foot down, center. Keep your lower back on the floor, right foot down, center. Left foot down, center. Stay at that level or stretch your right leg long. And come back up to center. Stretch your left leg long. And center. Full body tremoring is probably happening now, so that's perfect. It's great. Right leg long. Center. Left leg long. Center. Super cool. From here, draw a circle with your knees, butterfly knees. Keep your arms really still as you do this. Butterfly knees. Toes descend towards the floor, knees travel in a big circle. Keep your lower back on the floor. Nice. Other direction. Super. Rock your knees slowly from side to side. Don't let your arms move, so you're really not going to travel far. How do you do this? So as I travel towards the right, my left shoulder is not moving off the floor. My hands are not moving the opposite direction. We'll get to that one in a minute. So how do you really squeeze your knees to the point of, where does it stop? And then in the other direction, where does it stop? Nice. Now zombie. So as your knees go right, bring your arms to the left. If you've got shoulder stuff going on, be careful. Knees to the left, arms to the right. And then just travel. You can release your hands. It'll make your arms softer. That might be easier if you've got stuff going on in your shoulders. And just travel from side to side, or keep your hands interlocked. Find the point where you're just about to fall. You're like, oh, I'm just about to fall. Nice. Come back to center. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Anchor your lower back down. Bend your right knee. Let your toe touch the floor. Come back up. Bend your left knee. Let your toe touch the floor. And back up. Continue with bending your knee or lower your right leg down. I'm not buffering. I've paused. And come back up. And then left leg down. Pause there. And back up. Great. One more time each side or a few more times. Just see, how do you move? I didn't mention breath much today. Sorry. So just notice your breath. When you're doing abs, your breath is very present, but it's the focus or the connection to the abs and the work, I think, that happens more. Great. Lower your feet down, lower your arms wide. Just sway your knees from side to side. Nice. One more time each side, just feeling, sensing, breathing. Nice. Hands to your belly and just pause. Noticing how you are. Are you all set for this beautiful day? It's absolutely beautiful here today. Like, oh, gorgeous. Gorge. Nice. Great. So just stretching out through your arms, and as you do so, take a deep, long breath. Just stretching. If you have a dog just there, then grab your dog and squeeze your dog. Stretch your legs up. Rock your knees, roll over, do whatever it is that you do. Nice, guys. How lovely. How very lovely. So I will see you again tomorrow for another wonderful morning of weird and wonderful with me. So great. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, be well. Bye. So yes, if you're feeling benefit, please do consider contributing. It's very cool. So PayPal, Revolut, Patreon, or you can drop money off in my post box. That's always welcome. So yeah, info@knowler.com for any information about classes, courses, clinics, workshops, trainings that we run here in Knowler, and just general farm. Oh yeah, the duck. She had her ducklings. So yesterday afternoon, we went and checked, and there was 12 ducklings out, and there's another 6 or 7 eggs to go. So the last few eggs they have to hatch today because if they don't hatch in time, then she'll just have to leave them because the little ones want to start running around like lunatics. So I'll have some pictures tomorrow and I'll stick them up. Very, very, very cute little fluffy balls of yum. So sweet. Oh, I love my ducks. So great. Have a wonderful day. Be awesome. Be well. And as always, just endeavor to keep your resources, build your resources. Healing is a daily event. Health is a daily event. I really like that. So cultivate your wellness every single day in the choices that you make. So, ciao for now.